Today, while Intel is on tour for showing its creation, the ARC A770 and A750 GPU, to the some biggest US YouTube channels, the prices of entire ARC GPU lineup have been leaked. Good morning and welcome to Tech Interceptor. First of all, remember to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell to stay up to date on upcoming videos, and if you want to take a look at our Twitter and Instagram profiles. As mentioned recently, a complete list of entire lineup of Intel ARC desktop GPU was circulating. The new information comes directly from an Intel presentation for its major Taiwanese partners. The exhaustive slide confirms what we know and are already said in the previous updates. So, in the summary, the Intel ARC desktop GPU series includes 5 models: A310, A380, A580, A750 and A770. These should have the following specifications. The entry-level A310 should have the ACM G11 GPU, 4 XC cores, 4 GB of GDDR6 memory, 64-bit of memory bus, and 75 watts of TDP. In that already released, we know everything of the A380. It features ACM G11 GPU, 2 random slices, contain 8 XC core and 8 ray tracing units, 128 Intel XC matrix extension engines, 128 XC vector engines, 6 GB of GDDR6 memory operating at 16 GB per second, 2000 MHz of base clock, 192 GB per second of memory bandwidth, all with a very low TDP of 75 watts. Instead, the rest of the series we know only that the A580 should have the ACM G10 GPU, 16 XC cores, 8 GB of GDDR6 memory, 128-bit of memory bus and 175 watts of TDP. The A750 card should present ACM G10 GPU, 24 XC cores, 8 GB of GDDR6 memory, 226-bit of memory bus and a TDP of 225 watts. The A770 SKU will have 2 variants, one with 16 and the other with 8 GB of GDDR6 memory. Both models should have ACM G10 GPU, 32 XC cores, 256-bit of memory bus and 225 watts of TDP. To underline that there is no trace about the much discussed A780 SKU. Where is it? Where did it go? But going to the main point of today, the same slide indicates the different MSRP price range in which are positioned the components of the ARC series. The first price band composes the entry level and includes the low-end A310. This will be against to the NVIDIA GTX 1050 and 1050 Ti, and this is set under $99. Placed higher in mainstream minus level under the mainstream plus bracket that include the AMD RX 6400 and the RX 6500 XT, there is the A380, yet released for Chinese market as a price of $135. On performance minus bracket with price band between $200 and $299, there is the A580 and we'll have to face it against the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050. Continuing, we find the performance plus level including between a minimum of $300 and a maximum of $399 where it take place the remaining graphic cards, the A750 and the A770. These will against the RTX 3060 or Radeon RX 6600 and 3060 Ti or Radeon RX 6650 XT respectively. although the new SKU has indicates into a price range and have not a specific price. Starting from that, the MSRP of A380, which is 135 comparing to the Nvidia and AMD counterpart listed, we can calculate more or less the theoretical MSRP which will sell it. So, the lower budget GPU A310 will be at ritual should sell at $100. The A580 should be set at $250 after the A750 should be priced at $335 and finally the flagship A770 will be released at a price of about $385. Well, that's all for today. Waiting new updates, as always, let me know what do you think in the comments below. If you find this video helpful, then leave a like, share it with your friend, and don't forget to subscribe. Huge thanks for watching, see you again next time.